going on, everybody? It's Irihini TV. Today, we're going to be talking about if Six Flags New England will have a season. Now, first off, I have not made a video about Six Flags New England in quite a while. The last time I made a video about Six Flags New England was sometime in May, where I was talking about its birthday, Superman's birthday, and when the park opened. Now, the reason why, if you guys are wondering, why Six Flags New England is closed right now, obviously is because of COVID-19. A lot of the states got hit hard with the disease, and a lot of people have gotten sick, and a lot of states had to do with state quarantine, and we all had to be away from each other, social distancing, you know. If I had to predict, Six Flags New England will probably have a season. However, there will be a few precautions that we're going to have to follow and face. Once the park will open again, every guest has to social distance, of course, but not just that. I believe what's going to happen is we're going to be forced to take our temperature to see if we're even okay to go to the park. Like, for instance, if you have a high temperature within like the 99 range or above, they may not allow you to go to the park. Which I get because nobody wants to get sick. And also, we have to wear a mask, obviously, because every state is mandated that we have to wear a mask in public right now. Most states, I believe. I don't know if some states have allowed guests to not wear their mask anymore. I don't know. Florida, maybe, but Florida got hit hard with cases recently, so yeah. Florida's definitely not doing good right now as far as I know. On July 1st through 5th, Connecticut has just opened their amusement parks. Lake Compounce will be open on July 1st through the 5th for season pass holders and on July 6th for the public. I believe Canopy Lake Park in Salem, New Hampshire will be opening in that month as well. And I want to say Quasi has opened already or has not yet. I don't remember about Quasi, but as far as I'm aware, Lake Compounce will be opening around this time, which is a good sign. So now that Lake Compounce is opening in July, that is a good sign because Lake Compounce is only 45 minutes away from Six Flags New England without traffic. So if Compounce is opening, then this could mean Six Flags New England could be opening pretty soon. Now, as far as I'm aware, Six Flags Great Adventures employees are now back at training. I have not heard of anything of Six Flags New England yet for training, but Great Adventure is back during their training, and that's a good sign for their park. But I did hear a rumor that once their park will open, there will be a few attractions that will be closed. Congo Rapids, Skull Mountain, Sawmill Log Flume, the Dark Knight Coaster, and Justice League Battle for Metropolis. The reason why is because those rides are pretty hard to do social distancing. I can't really say that word very well. I do apologize. But, yes. Unfortunately, those rides are just kind of impossible for that. Skull Mountain would more likely open, if I had to predict, if they decide to open one of the indoor attractions. But, unfortunately, these other rides are just kind of impossible, I'm hearing. So, that will be a shame, but at least the park will most likely open. So, if I had to predict, Six Flags New England could potentially open sometime in late July is my guess. I don't know, though. Maybe it'll be earlier. Who knows? I hope it's earlier, but I'm just happy that the park will most likely open. That's just what I predict. I have a feeling we will be having a season, but we're going to have to face some precautions, of course. Also, not to mention, once the park will open, there are two rides in particular that, in my opinion, may likely be closed due to struggling with social distancing. Cyborg Hyperdrive and Harley Quinn Spinsanity. Here's why. The reason why is because the seats are very close to each other, and it would just make capacity just really bad. And also, Harley Quinn also has seats very close to each other, and just in my opinion, it would just be a little impossible to social distance. Well, there you have it, everybody. So, in my opinion, Six Flags New England will have a season. Probably will not open until late July is my prediction, hopefully earlier. And the fact that both Cyborg Hyperdrive and Harley Quinn Spinsanity are close rows to each other, I just find it just impossible to social distance because if you social distance, only very few riders could ride it, and it will just make the capacity really bad. And, like, I don't think the employees would want to, like, deal with, like, bad capacity. I mean, like, no one will want to do that. So that's why I think Cyborg and Harley Quinn might not be open due to COVID. But hopefully they can be open. But I just don't see it happening because it's just close rows, and, like, it'll just make capacity bad. So, yes. I'm looking forward to go back to Six Flags New England once it opens again. I don't know how many visits I'll do this year, though, only because car issue, obviously, because I have a slip of transmission in my Jeep. And also, it's just, you gotta, like, reserve, I hear, too. You gotta, like, reserve to go to the park now, and, like, I just don't know how many times I'll go this year. Hopefully I can get my 400th ride on Superman by the end of the season. That's what I'm aiming for. But we'll see when the time comes. So, guys, thanks for watching. And don't forget to comment and subscribe below. And as always, peace out.